Isn't moving in together just the test drive to marriage?
Yeah.
Isn't it?
I'd say so.
When people decide to move in together, it's like, okay, let's make sure that we're compatible in this living space here. And if it works out, then we'll take the next step, which is engagement / marriage, which traditionally has been the order of things, right?
I mean, I've moved in with somebody just because I was poor. Like I needed that half rent. And yeah, their marriage was not in the future.
Never
and I knew
gonna happen.
that, but I just needed to half that rent.
So in this email, and if you got anything going on in your life, hit us up at thebertshow.com so we can share it with Bert Show fam that might be able to get you some answers here. They were fine until they moved in together. Now they got some issues, and it's a stank foot issue. That's the worst. Dear Bert Show, am I being unreasonable, or is my boyfriend ridiculous? This entire situation seems ridiculous. Let me give you a weird glimpse into our life at home. We moved into an apartment together a few months ago. We both really thought we were ready to live with someone and take that next step. We had a really solid relationship before we took this step. However, ever since we moved in together, certain things have really become issues. Of course, this is to be expected, and like most couples, we've worked through several annoyances. However, there is one area we are having a repeated fight about: foot hygiene. Foot hygiene. I can't believe how ridiculous it is when I actually type it out. Foot hygiene. Regardless of how crazy it is, he is pretty obsessive about it. He, capital letters, not only obsessed with his own foot hygiene, but with mine too. He takes off his shoes the second he opens the door. Then he immediately washes his feet in the bathtub to make sure they don't stink. I think this is dumb. His feet don't actually ever smell. As for me, I take my shoes off to keep him happy, but I just go about my business, making dinner or whatever. I think it's dumb and annoying to stop what I'm doing to bathe just my feet. Well, he's very sensitive to smells, apparently. He says the smell of my feet repulses him. That's a strong word. Repulses him. This happens no matter how much or how little I sweat during the day. I've tried putting on clean socks, but he says he can still smell them. This is crazy, right? I love this man, but I cannot go the rest of my life having to wash my feet every time I come and go from the house. Am I being unreasonable? Is there any solution besides having to cave to his ridiculous request to wash my feet constantly? All right, my former brother-in-law had this problem, and I'm not sure he ever rectified it. So I don't have any advice. I don't know why. I just wanted to share that and bury him.
Just want to dog on your ex-brother-in-law.
And I love that guy. I'm not really sure why I shared that. Is there anybody that's had to deal with this, and what did you do? Like 1-855-BERT-SHOW. Let's assume that he's actually playing down how much her feet really stink. Because there are some people, okay, I hate to say this. No, I'm not. Never mind.
Well,
Say it.
I got somebody very close in my family that has stank feet.
Yeah, well,
I do
like
too.
some people, like my pitters sweat more than anything in my upper lip, but some people's feet are what sweats. Like it's crazy. So everybody's got like their areas that they have to control. But I wonder, is this his feet? Or is this the shoes? Like they say they take off their shoes and leave them at the door. So do the shoes stink and you need to get some of that like spray for inside your shoes?
The two I know have nothing to do with the shoes. It is the feet stank. It's the sweat and the way they sweat. It just seems like unless they are freshly washed, they stank all the time. And we've never been able to figure out this riddle either. 1-855-BERT-SHOW.
The family member that I have that has this problem, I'm not going to say specifically which one it is. Like Bert did.
I don't see him much anymore. I probably wouldn't have used his name.
But yeah, like this is a real thing, and it's the shoes and the feet with them because, well, they put their foot in the shoes. And like it's to the point where we literally have to ask them to keep their shoes outside when they come over. And they know that it's bad. And they try to use like Gold's Bond powder that's supposed to help, but outside of that, there really is no solution either, from what I know.
Amputation?
Yeah,
there you go.
You just take them off.
You don't need them like that.
It's hard. I mean, and then is sometimes the type of shoe. Like I know my husband's fine; he smells great. But if he wears like a boat shoe with no sock for any amount of time, 5 minutes, 3 days. It doesn't matter. It is a foot bomb. He takes his foot out of that shoe, and it is like, huh, and he's done it on an airplane before, and I'm like, I will divorce you.
Right.
Put your shoes back on.
Cass.
So a lot of the time, stinky feet is from bacteria, right? Like, it's not that you sweat and you stink, it's the bacteria. So if you're wearing the same pair of shoes day after day, or if your socks aren't getting washed properly, so what she needs to do is like get some enzyme stripping laundry detergent, which you can get on like Amazon, and do a soak, strip that, and then clean out your shoes. Like maybe spray some hand sanitizer in there. Don't wear the same pair of shoes day after day. Like give it a couple days in between, and you should see that start to get better. Because it doesn't matter if you wash your feet. If you're putting your foot back in your bacteria shoe or your bacteria sock, it's going to get back on you, and then it grows when it sweats. So it's fixable.
So, I started, I hate body hair. I just have this personal jihad against body hair, my own body hair. And I just started this endorsement with Manscaped, and they sent me this whole box of stuff. And one of the things in it is a foot duster.
Nice.
Which I guess is supposed to be foot deodorant. I haven't used it yet. I can't endorse it because I haven't used it.
Yeah.
But it's a product that's out there.
Yep. They make foot deodorant. I tried some called Lumi. It's not bad.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like it actually works. It stays on for like hours, and like I take my sock off at the end of the day, and I'm like, oh, I still smell like a white orchid.
Well, if your feet are repulsing people, it can't hurt.
Right.
Throw some deodorant on it.
Terrell, good morning. You're on the Bert Show.
Hey, yeah, I just wanted to say, like, my friend, his feet used to stink really bad, and so what we used to do is just put like dryer sheets in his shoes.
Oh, those ones that you.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
Okay.
like he walks around with the dryer sheet like in his shoe, or you leave it in there while he's not wearing them.
Oh, that's a good idea. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Others are saying that cotton socks
Never.
help.
Really?
I don't know. Lumi. A lot of people are
Lumi,
calling
I
up and
said
saying that
Lumi,
Lumi
yeah.
thing is the way to go.
That's actually, it's for your feet, it's for your armpits, it's for your butt crack, it's for everything.
Really?
Yeah, like it literally says it on there. And
One
I'm like,
swipe covers the whole body.
I mean,
Wow.
you're yeah, like they have different
Swipe and go.
containers. Yeah, don't put the butt deodorant on your foot after you put it in your butt. They have different like sticks, but it does it for all.
you really have to put labels like that on there. Like, once you wipe your
This
butt, do
was
not
really
use this on your
fun.
face. Really? That's the society we're living in.
The Bert Show.